Hello ladies, gents, boys and girls, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Today we are back in the iFly 737 MAX 8, sat here on the ground at Stuttgart, and we're going to be taking this beautiful aeroplane over to Ankara in Turkey. This is episode 2 of the flight requests from you guys. This one was recommended by someone who I can't pronounce their name, but their name will be flashing across the screen now. And they recommended this flight, Stuttgart to Ankara, in the evening with a Boeing 737 MAX 8 from SunExpress. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to jump into the flight deck and get everything set up for departure. Right, so welcome into the flight deck of the 737 MAX 8 by iFly. Jump into the captain's seat, and we'll jump into the overhead panel, and we'll start with the IRSs to the nav position, and that's going to take 10 minutes. And then fuel pumps on, APU's already on, crew supply can go on, all the lights and stuff, window heats, electric and hydraulic pumps, and we'll leave the packed panel as it is. And into the FMC now. So RTO, reset fuel position, left GPS. We are at Stuttgart, EDDS, and we are on stand 14. I'm going to go route, and the ICAO code for Ankara is LTAC, and we'll request a flight plan from SimBrief. And actually I forgot we got the APU on, so we'll get some conditioned air into the cabin. Turn the temperature down a little bit. And load that. We'll go to GSX and request boarding. Activate execute. And what we'll do is we'll go to the payload and performance, and we'll just get our weights plugged in. So we're going to be taking 154 passengers, and the cargo is going to be 145, and we're going to be taking 1400 set payload. Fuel, didn't click that quick enough, but fuel we're going to be taking 10,400, and we're going to set the fuel as well. All that's correct, and we'll complete that. And jump into the FMC again, and we're going to go runway 25. We're taking off today, and our call sign is SunExpress 1 Lima Foxtrot, which is the real call sign this aeroplane has when it does its daily flight over to Ankara. We are on VATSIM, so we'll get 122.8 plugged in. There is no ATC. I'm doing this really early in the morning UK time, so there's no one on at the moment. Departures, we're going to be departing runway 25 on the I'm not going to pronounce what the departure is because it's in German, but the DK B9 Bravo, and the arrival into Ankara, it's giving us the ILS Zulu 03 right. And that is going to be on the Java 1 Zulu arrival, and that's all plugged in correctly. Sync the arrows, set that, and we'll go to the plan page, and we'll go through these legs, and it's just step through them. So it's a right hand turn after departure, max 230 knots all the way up. The routing today is going to take us, as the arrival looks okay there, and it's just self-positioning onto the ILS, but the routing today is going to take us easterly out of Germany, well actually north up towards the Czech Republic. We're going to go through the Czech Republic, over Vienna, through Hungary, through Romania, through Bulgaria, over Istanbul and into Ankara. So we're going to take 10.2 is our plan. That's the minimum required for takeoff today. And zero fuel weight 47.7. That's wrong. It should be like 60 something. Let me redo this. Oh, no passengers. Okay, 174. Complete set payload. There you go. And that's all loaded correctly, so that's better. 63.1, and our reserves of to get to alternate. We're going to need quick maths 3.5 is what we're going to need, and cruise winds. We're going to 360. Cruise winds are going to be 193 at 26, and the ISA deviation is no, that's the wind. Hang on, it's the one underneath, and it's +4. Execute. N1 and departure takeoff limits. So we'll do complete. Copy FMS data. Flap 5. Air conditioning on. Anti-ice off. It's giving us flap 5. 39 degrees selected temperature. 44, 46, 49, or 54. Sorry. .43, 45, that looks good enough. And we'll set the takeoff speed of 154. Jump into the terminal charts now. Let's have a look at the departure. Edit clip. And we want the taxi charts for the airport of Stuttgart. And the departure is going to be the Dinkelsbull 9 Bravo. Which is that one there. So it's 230 knots, the first turn. And the initial climb is going to be, if it says on here, so 230. Bank 25 degrees, that's fine, and it's 5,000 feet. Let's just read it, see if there's got any, yeah, 5,000 is the initial climb. And the runway heading, I got it wrong, thought it was that, but it's actually 252 degrees, and that is pretty much everything set up there. So turn that to standby, FMS legs on that page, and we're going to get the cruise winds plugged in. And we'll load those in. And execute. And those are all in there. So guys, that's everything set up, so I'll jump back in when we're ready for push and start. Right, so IRSs have aligned, boarding is complete. Let's go ahead and get everything set up for departure then. Just the final couple of checks. We're going to get the VOR of 178 plugged in there. And those are all correctly set. So system page, we've got ground support. Chocks can be removed. We didn't have the ground services connected. Quest, pushback and departure. And the doors are still open, so I'll get them closed manually as well. So that's closed on its own. I just need to close the cargo holds. Lovely.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Lovely. So, everything's ready to go. Look at that beautiful engine there. I do like the Max. Such a beautiful aeroplane. And iFly have done a terrific job
Departure checks completed.
of making a great exterior model for the plane as well. Packs off. Beacon on. And that looks stunning out there, doesn't it? Weather's not very good. There's the wind is 6 knots straight down the nose of the runway. However, there is some horrible thunderstorms in close vicinity to the airport, so just watch out for them. But that looks good, doesn't it? The iFly looks really good. And what do we want? We're going to 2.5, so we want tail left, nose right.
Release parking brake.
Parking brake released. Start to the right. And engine number 2 to ground. So when the motoring's disappeared and we get 25%, we'll throw the fuel into engine number 2, which is now. And we'll go and have a watch at that spin up. And engine number 1 starting. Set the parking brake. Tell GSX that we've had a successful engine start. And they can disconnect. And repeat the same on the other side. We'll wait for 25% and 2. And we'll throw the fuel in. Which is now. Fuel in. This scenery is by Just Sim. And when we get to Ankara, I haven't got a clue who the scenery is by. Purchased it the other day for this flight, but it looks really good, so we'll give it a go. But this is the Just Sim Stuttgart.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Oh, she's been run over. There's the bypass pin, overhead panel, left gen, right gen, APU, takes a light on, APU off, start switches to continuous, probe heats on, packs auto, isolation Vive auto, valve, sorry not Vive, APU bleed off, flaps 5, and yeah, that'll do for the cabin. And flight control check when flaps have been set to position 5. Blank the lower DU or just shorten the engine page, and full right, neutral, left, neutral, forward, neutral, back, neutral. And for the rudders, left and right. Flight controls are free and correct. Turn offs on. Turn a bit of lighting on as well because we're going to need it. It's going to get dark quickly. Right, let's taxi on down to runway 25. It's the first right, all the way to the end, turn left and straight down. Right, welcome to runway 25. Everything's ready. There's no one on the VATSIM map around the area, no ATC on in the area either, so we are cleared for departure from runway 25. Everything's been briefed. The SID is the DPK 9 Bravo, or the I'm not even going to pronounce it again. First right hand turn of 230 knots, initial climbing altitude of 5,000 feet. We have been cleared to take off, so we get the lights on. Strobes on. Cabin crew been advised. All throttle armed. Turn the transponder on, and away we go. So spool them up to 40%, clock, light forward pressure on the yoke, stable, and toga, set takeoff thrust. Look at that, beautiful. Release that forward pressure. And we've got throttle hold, 100 knots. V1 and rotate. Airborne, positive rate, and we'll go gear up. Onto the flight directors. Pitch for climb. And away we go. We'll go up now, and we'll go 230 knots, we'll go 214, we'll go N1 first. Command A, level change, and we'll just go back up to the up speed. Flaps 1. And look at that, German countryside down there. So we power on out Stuttgart. There's the 5,000 foot coming up. We'll go 230. flaps up. And that looks really nice down there. Lovely. And still maintaining 230 knots. There's 5,000. And this is the only thing that I don't like about the iFly, really. The LNAV is a bit funny, and the way it builds the magenta lines and waypoints, it's not quite correct. As you can see, it just updated there. Sometimes, especially on like approaches or where there's waypoints quite close to each other, the 7.3 PMDG does it really well, where they like overfly points properly and stuff. But this, it'll try and get itself to that waypoint. So it's a bit annoying sometimes like that. We'll go standard because we're going to climb up to 110, which is flight level. Thrust is building up and we're climbing again. And away we go. Straighten that turn a little bit there, and we'll bug up to 250 knots, level change still. Look at that, beautiful. I do like that wing view with the bigger engine. VNAV and match heading, and we'll just bug up the cruise altitude today, which is going to be 360. Lovely. Crew can be released. And that is pretty much it for our climb. The next time I'll see you is when we're descending into Ankara. So I'll see you in approximately 2 hours and 20 minutes when we're on approach into Ankara. Hello and welcome back into the flight deck. We are now descending through 14,000 feet. We're very close to the approach for Ankara. We've changed the approach actually. I didn't realise, thank God I looked at the scenery. In real life, there's runway 03 right is now open. However, the scenery is outdated slightly, and 03 right is built, but not an actual runway to land on in the sim. So we've changed to 03 left, which is the other runway, and that's what we'll go with. So we'll see how it goes, but yeah, thank God I checked, otherwise we would have been landing on some grass. But everything else is plugged in, ILS courses, minimums, and it's still the same approach basically. So we're getting down to 8,000 and then down to 6,700, which is the joining altitude for the ILS, and then down onto 03 left. After landing we'll vacate and it will be backtrack down the taxiway parallel to runway 03 centre, all the way into the parking stands. We'll probably take one of the ones at the end to make it a bit quicker. But yeah, enjoyable flight so far. I know it's been online on that sim, which is a shame. I do like usually talking to other people, but like I said, this video was done quite early in the morning UK time, so not a lot of people are up. So there's the approach, which is, there's the courses, and then we've got 067 or 6,700. Get the lights on as well, getting through 10,000. QNH of 1014 is set, 6,700 is set now. And yeah, we know drag's required, we've got speed brake out, so don't worry about it. We'll join them up just so it makes for situational awareness, the picture looks a little bit better. Speed brake can be stowed now, and have a look at this. So the speed, it's MCP at the moment, and we're waiting until we go through 10,000, then it's 240, then we slow down to 200 knots and 185 for the final approach, but we'll be a bit slower than that. Once again, this is part of the series, this is episode 2 of the route suggestion flights. So I've got a small backlog of people asking for stuff. So this is number 2. Number 3 will be done shortly after, in a couple of weeks. But if you have routes you'd like to see yourself, as long as there's good scenery for it in the sim, and the aeroplane you're asking for has a highly detailed version in the sim, I'd be more than happy to do it. Just leave your suggestions in the comments below and I'll try and get through them as best as I can. I'll cut that off a little bit because I don't want the iFly to start, especially at low speeds and low altitude, start bobbing left and right all the time, so cut that in half, that makes it a little bit better. So there's the arrival, so we're going to land on 03 left, taxi off at Bravo Fox, hopefully Bravo, off on that taxiway Alpha I believe, and then into the stands, and the parking stand we want today. That one, no, not cancel, oh no, not that one either. We'll take stands, I want one at the end, so we'll go 104, that looks like a stand for me. through 10,000. Speed intervene can go in. Speed brake out, slow the aeroplane down a little bit. Throttle arm. And approach speed will be 149 knots. We'll go water brake 3 for our arrival. And I looked on the maps actually, the airport of Ankara is actually quite far away from the city of Ankara. So hope there's a big motorway to get you there quicker. And to the guy who suggested this, or anyone who's been to Ankara, is this like a holiday destination in the middle of Antalya? SunExpress are like a German holiday. They come to England as well, but like a holiday airline, a bit like Jet2 and TUI. So is this like a big holiday hotspot for Germans to come? Because when I checked on the flights, it was all like Underjet, is it? And this one, SunExpress, doing flights to like Germany and Central Europe, bringing holiday makers over. So I've got speed brake out, flat 1 coming out, wing light on so we can see it a little bit better. That looks a little bit better, doesn't it? There's flat 1. And we'll go down to the flat 1 speed. And we'll slow down the rate of descent. Flat 5. Match speed will go. Speed brake in. 180 knots. Slow it right down. We'll go down to 5,000 feet because I'm going to cut the corner in a minute. Well, now actually. But the reason I'm cutting the corner is because the plane's going to bring us in too tight of an angle. I'm going to overshoot the localizer, and then the iFly struggles to keep itself on path, so it will keep bobbing and weaving left and right until it sorts itself out. And I don't really want that, so we'll do it ourselves. Self position onto the ILS. 170 knots now, flat 10. And we are slowing down quite early, and I would like it like that just to give the aeroplane a chance to catch the localizer and be on path. Quite nice. And there's the city of Ankara out there. Like I said, quite far away. I mean, we're at, not even on the glide slope yet, and we're already going past the city, so it's quite far. Arm the speed brake. Approach mode, and what is it saying? Runway approach course error. Oh, it's 032, isn't it? 03, is it 032 or 033? 032. So that was my fault. I followed the chart which said it was 030.
2500.
There you go, sorted itself out there. And there we go, we've got LOC. And we'll go 032. 6,800 is the go around.
2500.
There's 2,500. Runway in sight. And we'll go gear down. Oh, we've done that before with the sound and the breeze. So we've got flap 15. Cabin crew been advised. Touch switch continuous. Speed brake arm green light, wait flaps 30 now. The recall has been checked. Flap 30. And match speed, which will be 149 knots. Lovely, I don't like that, the freezing with the noise brake, that's a bit annoying. Or the throttle off. I'll take the autopilot out as well. My aeroplane. I know, let's try and fly it in. So we're trying to keep on that glide, but we all know that the glide and pappies lie in Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is a bit annoying. So I'm hoping that these are matched up correctly. It's looking a bit okay at the moment.
1,000.
1,000 feet. Being blown slightly downwind. Correcting that. And see what I mean? It's same with 3 red, but I'm bang on the glide slope. I mean, I'd go for pappies now, but in the picture in front of me, it looks more like the glide slope's correct. So it's nice to hand fly the iFly Max as well. It's so stable in the air. I'm using the TCA Boeing yoke as well. We're not using reserve fuel. That's a lie.
400. 300.
See, the glide slope's disappearing now.
Approaching
We're getting that
200.
warning, but we're 2 red, 2 white, so we're bang
Light
on really. Someone's
100.
lying. And the
Light
pappies are
slope.
lying because we're too low.
50.
Look at that.
40. 30. 20.
Close the thrust
10.
levers, flare and hold it there. Down we are. I don't like those freezing on touchdown, that's so annoying. Speed brakes are up. Reversers are green. We are decelerating quite nicely. And I'll close the thrust levers now, or the reversers, and we can roll to Bravo. Let's get off that. Auto brake can be disarmed as well. Manual braking, and taxi off here. Welcome down to Ankara. Once we've started the leaving outro again, I'll show you the land to see the landing rate. It seemed a pretty good landing. I don't know what's going on with this is the only annoying thing about Microsoft Flight Simulator with the glide slope and pappies. The glide slope was telling me I was very, very low. The pappies were telling me I was high, but I was 50 foot above the threshold in the wrong place. Like, I was too low. So something's lying. The glide slope was too high though, it would have sent me down the runway too far. So that's the only thing that annoys me about Microsoft Flight Simulator. The stutters on touchdown and the pappy situation. So speed brakes in, flaps are up. APU's starting. We'll follow this taxiway down all the way to the end. We'll taxi on in. So line it up. call it a day there. Set parking brake. Engines are dead, APU's already on. Welcome down to Ankara. So guys, welcome down to Ankara. Lovely 2-hour, 50-minute flight in the iFly 737 MAX. Always a pleasure to fly this aeroplane. And another airport we've never been to in Turkey, Ankara. So thanks for suggesting this flight to the person who did. Really enjoyable. And the scenery's actually really nice as well. I don't think it was that much money, to be honest. Let's check Volanta. So there's our flight, and we got 2 hours 50 minutes minus 147.74 and a 1.01 G landing. That's pretty good in my book. I was happy with that. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you want to see more content like this, please don't hesitate to put your flight suggestions in the comments below, and I'll see you all again very soon in the next video.